Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Ruby Randomizer Nuzlocke. I did a little bit of playing off camera and I did some captures. Now, I don't know if that bugs people, but at this point I've sort of given up on captures being anything good. I'm mostly putting my faith into TMs because TMs power up our existing team without any EXP investment. Even with a good capture, you're sort of looking at sort of a crapshoot. Lots of EXP investments on a good Pokemon that could potentially learn good moves, because a good Pokemon without good moves is still crap. Now, I sort of regret doing that, but we'll get into that as we get into our captures. We're looking at potentially 3 captures that I did off camera. The first one is a Pseudopolis underwater capture. It's a Delibird, but I accidentally killed it. A good thing is, or an interesting thing I would say, is it did learn Mist Ball, so it was able to hit through Cannon Rush, but it didn't manage to kill Cannon Rush. It did about half damage. And then I Shadow Balled it and I accidentally killed it. So that's something that we didn't get. It was underwater Pseudopolis. Now, Pseudopolis Lake, I got this Metapod, and I decided to call him Margin, because he's a duplicate off of Buttercost. His moveset is... actually, put that shit down. His moveset is Aurora Beam and Leech Seed. I guess Aurora Beam is good, but at this point we already have better ice attackers, so this one I would give a pass, especially since Buttercost isn't exactly a great Pokemon either. Or not Buttercost, but Butterfreeze. Now, the next thing is a Kyogre, which I caught at Evergrande City on the surfing route. Now, as you can see, I caught this thing at level 7, and I decided to call him Sakanades for obvious reasons. I caught him at level 7 because, well, I sort of given up and I'm half-assing all my captures just because I don't have faith that we'll get something that can replace our team. But, you know, this is a really good Pokemon, so I kind of regret it. Now, on the other hand, being level 7 means we get the full range of moves that we can learn on this Pokemon. Which means if and when we do decide to use Kyogre or Sakanades, then we will be able to manipulate the move pool a lot better. Now, in terms of existing move pool, we have Metal Claw and Sweet Scent. Metal Claw is good because if we do decide to drop Husky Starcraft, then we won't have Earthquake anymore, which literally is the contribution keeping him in our team, potentially, for Elite Four. And Metal Claw is a good counter to what's that thing called? The Magneton, yes. If we lack a ground move, then we have no counter to electric, and steel blocks off a lot of moves down to not very effective. Basically, for every electric type, we can have Kaioken just beat them down with a good high power stab normal move. But Metal Claw would be... I think it runs neutral on... or no, it might run super effective on Magnetons. Steel might be neutral on Steel, although it might be resisted. But if this brings it down to normal, then it's not really worth it. Brings it down to normal effective on Magneton. Basically, the biggest contribution Husky Starcraft has is just a counter to Magnetons. Without a good move, then without a ground move, we might be forced to resorting to something like a special attacker with fire attacks, which I guess we don't lack on our team, with potentially adding Heat Wave to Super Saiyan Rose and Bigger Green knowing Fire Punch. But now that we are in Pseudopolis, which I do come here on Ruby games before the events of Groudon, and that's because I can fly here after without getting myself lost. I don't think anyone is missing the fact that I came here off camera, but, you know, I came here. And that means we can pick up another TM. In here, that TM is, or in the base game, it's Brick Break, which I guess is pretty good if you want a fighting move on your team. But it's TM31. I did record this before and I cut it out. I know this isn't a good move, but I'm usually excited about TM. And that's because we have TM31 as being a Magic Coat. I'm pretty sure we picked up Magic Coat at the game corner. I don't know why the randomizer is duplicating it, but we also picked up Brick Break on Mount Pyre. That's not supposed to happen either. or not, we pick up TM01 at Mount Pyre, which is actually supposed to be Focus Punch in the base game. And Focus Punch is actually in the Jigglypuff grass, so I don't really know what happened there. I guess the randomizer isn't perfect. And I don't know why I'm diving. I guess I want to get some seaweed on recording. Alright, in this video we're going to continue cleaning up the routes. Kaioken is level 41 right now. I sort of want to get him to 42. I actually want both of our primary attackers on level 43. That'll match Wallace's team in terms of levels. I don't feel like Wallace is worthy of me over-leveling, but, you know, having those levels set will be useful for us. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to work towards that. We're going to work towards leveling our Pokemon to match Wallace. And then we're going to do Magma and the events with Groudon. So let's get our Super Repel up. I don't know if I want to clean out Rapids, because Rapids is kind of hard to navigate. There's a lot of things in between. Oh, Cannon Rush is out. I did not realize that. Shadow Ball to Soul Rock and switch out to Super Saiyan Rose. It's 36 and 34. It should be a safe switch. Well, I guess Cannon Rush didn't drain off too much EXP. And I guess at the end of the day, we're planning to bring him into Elite Four as well. Just go fly on that thing. I don't even know if Cannon Rush is a good contribution, because the existence of Cannon Rush makes me want to put him on my team as sort of a fallback, even for Elite Four, even though his move pool is kind of shit. But his passive is just so good. Now that, on the other hand, means he's siphoning up EXP into one of the highest level Pokemons in our team, potentially, at the end. And also, he's taking up one slot, even though we're planning not to use him until a last resort because of his passive. So in that sense, I don't really know how to think about Cannon Rush. Is he doing more good than bad? I mean, what he does is he guarantees victory, but he doesn't contribute to it in the usual sense, because we're trying not to use him, because, you know, he's OP. So I don't really know how to feel about him. Okay, so you had a Masquerain, and now you're sending up a Surskit. I'm happy the game is throwing so much EXP at me. Well, at least Kaioken is close to leveling. A Gligar is a flying ground type, apparently. I thought it was poison because it was so purple. Let's go throw some rocks at it. Really? Oh, it's because of the ground type. Okay. Oh, that was a crit too. It's Shadow Ball. Alright, 760 EXP, nice. We got our level 42. Next up is a Murkrow. I think that's pure Dark type, right? But it's Dark Flying, which means we should be neutral to it if we use Shadow Ball. No, if we use... We could have used Thunder Punch on it, we could have switched out. Now, Dark Flying we have... Well, Dark would be super effective on Karate Chop, but Flying negates stats. So it'll be neutral. Shadow Ball is just bad, so I guess trash it. Or we could have thrown rocks at it. Is it pure Dark or Dark Flying? I don't know my second gen, okay? Shut up, we just trashed it. That's our generic answer to everything. I'm turning out into a scumbag StarCraft player. Or that's what a scumbag StarCraft player would say. Alright, got our Kadabra, level 34. Should be a good chunk of EXP, being second form evolution. But this thing could potentially hit really hard. Let's not give it the chance. We're 8 levels over, why do we care? Next up is a Flareon, we will stay in. Level 34, I guess that's not even over leveled compared to our bigger greens. Well, technically we could use bigger green if we're not trying to funnel EXP into these guys. 1,400, nice. Nice amount of EXP. I didn't know evolutions give that much EXP. Okay, you got a Murkrow again, a level 35. Let's try out Rock Slide to see if it has a flying subtype. Yes, it does. Although I think the last one we just trashed. 800 EXP, a good amount. What's down here anyways? Nothing? Okay, Route 130, we'll see if we get something here. Did we already kick your face in? Was that accidental? No, I think we still have some trainers to go through. Let's run another repel. Okay, first up, Chikorita, level 33. Okay. We don't have anything for this, so generic trash answer, I guess. Really? Really? Effect spores? Well, it's not anything we can't handle. Super Saiyan Rose could use some EXP as well. Give that a nice Thunder Punch. Although, if Kaioken didn't fall asleep, we would have a super effective Shadow Ball for it. Next up is a Wingull. We will stay in. This is just, you know, it's making me switch out so I can use super effective Thunder Punches on it. Hey, even help with Drizzle, which I don't know if it increases the power of Electric. I do know it makes Thunder not miss. Pokemon to me has always been a glorified rock, paper, scissors with a bunch of exceptions. So I guess it makes it interesting. Alright, should we just... we'll wake up Kaioken, I guess. But I feel like his EXP level means that the events of Groudon will level him up to 43, so Super Saiyan Rose could start draining EXP. And after that, after we clean up all the trainers here, we will put EXP share on Bigger Green and try to level Bigger Green up. Okay, first up, Voltorb. We don't have a counter for pure electric. Just Crush Claw it down. We're 9 levels over. We should be able to... Ice Ball! Well, we now know Voltorbs have ice moves. The fly should reset the Ice Ball. As in, it'll reset its size, even though it's stage 1, so it'll reset the next one back to stage 1. Another Voltorb. Okay, it's also level 33. This is going to be Crush Ball, Ice Ball, Fly again. Oh, no, high roll. Thank you, high roll. Next up is a Tropius. We need our fire attacker in here. Bigger Green, are you ready? Level 37. You're vastly underleveled compared to our other members by 5 levels, but I have faith in you. Level 33, nice. Get that thing out of here. Show us what high level of special attack means. Okay, you didn't kill this thing because it has a lot of health, but it uses 1 turn that you gave it to do nothing useful. That's okay. I still think you're useful. Now, did we... another repel? Let's just use the regular repels. We can use some more slots. Although at this point, all we're doing for item hunting is just... well, leftovers. And leftovers isn't really that important. Like, yeah, it helps, and I think I've mentioned this before, but leftovers is... it's not going to... it'll help in the base game, but if you rely on the effects of leftovers, you might end up getting killed a lot on Nuzlocke. And for the way I'm playing, I'm trying to minimize wasted EXP, trying to funnel it in as few Pokemon as possible, and keep us over-leveled. That way we'll get killed less in battle. I feel like that kind of sort of macro play is not good for lefties. But yeah. Oh, no, 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 no! We missed it! Well, I guess at least we're here. We missed the freaky fish guy as well. And we're gonna miss that trainer. Let's redo this. Alright, topside on the currents. This is why I don't like these currents. It's so hard to clean up everything there. I think I might just do 1 or 2 passes and then call it a day. Oh, at least we got here. There's a trainer up there, nothing here. You come to me, I'm too lazy to chase you around. Alright, 3 Pokemon, pretty good. Zubat first, Super Saiyan Rose should be able to handle that. Only 300 EXP though. Next up, Combuskin, we will... stand. We could throw rocks at it, or we could fly at it. Okay, 1000 EXP, nice. Voltix will switch out for that, I guess. Alright, throw some rocks at that. Alright, let's switch out again for Kaioken, because I feel like Super Saiyan Rose will get the level anyways. Or get the level from any amount of battle, which, you know. We missed that guy again, and we also missed Freaky Fish guy again. Well, I guess it's what we have to deal with. Did we miss everything? No, we didn't miss you. We're gonna kick your ass. Hey, it's a Whale Lord! We finally got something with a big chunk of EXP. Too bad we don't have anything for it. 2 turns of trash should take it out. One turn of trash. Holy crap, Kaioken, that damage. Holy crap, the damage. Well, Lord is a huge chunk of EXP, and it's not even super effective. And taking down this Pupitar to almost red to like very low yellow. And the 3 turns, wow. Not very effective on the Pupitar, down to low yellow. And then a 3-turn thrash. Really, Kaioken pulling it through. Level 43, very deserved. Confused Ray will give that a pass. Now, I don't know if keeping one non-offensive move is good. If we get Toxic, we'll keep it, but Confused Ray is sort of not that great. And that's because I don't want to run into another Cannon Rush. Technically, we shouldn't care if we run into another Cannon Rush, because it's basically another... we can handle Cannon Rush because Cannon Rush's moveset for offensive moves is very limited. And we can just stall it out. But anything else with potential Wonder Guard could be problematic. Now, I'm not worried because the chances of 3 things randomizing Wonder Guard is extremely low. Because we already have Shedinja, and we know that Cannon Rush or Primeapes should have another Wonder Guard. So that's already 2 Wonder Guards in the game. I'm thinking that there's not a 3rd, which means that, you know, we don't really care. But having another non-offensive move that can hit through Wonder Guard to deal damage, it could potentially be a good thing to have. Alright, let's just switch out Super Saiyan Rose again, because Kaioken is already matching level to Wallace. Hey, Eevee. Endure, of course. Of course. Go Crush Claw that. I feel like a lot of this game is just like a lot of these trainers in the routes is designed to waste your PP. Alright, Bulbasaur next. You can handle this bigger green. I don't know if we can get bigger green to be battle ready for Wallace. I feel like it's a stretch. The other option would be to funnel as much EXP into Super Saiyan Rose as possible, and then in 2 levels we'll be able to get another move. All very valid strategies in terms of macro. Alright, what we're gonna do now, since we're matching level to Wallace, is we're going to take this off, whatever it is, it's an amulet coin, and we're going to give Bigger Green the EXP share. Also, Bigger Green I feel like is battle ready at this point, so we'll switch out Bigger Green to the front. We'll finish the rapids and call it the end of the video. I think there's a guy there, right? No, that's a rock. Rock, guy, same shit. Actually, no, not same shit. One of them gives EXP. That's the end of the rapids. That's the end of the rapids. Except for one Pokemon. And it's a Wobbuffet. Level 22, not worth my time. Get that out of here.